What's going on, everybody? It's Blake here at Trade Tracer. As always, none of this is financial advice. Always trade and invest at your own risk. All right, so we have the SPY pulled up here on a daily time frame, and we are in a 4-day uptrend on the S&P, closing at all-time highs with a fresh MACD bullish crossover. Now, on the weekly time frame, let's go ahead and pull that up. We are still looking very bullish. This is a very bullish, powerful weekly candle on the S&P, looking like it wants new highs. And then if we go to the longer term time frame, the monthly, still closing at new highs with MACD. So all signs are pointing towards this is still a very bullish environment. I do like to see some NASDAQ leading, and that's exactly what happened on Friday. So on Friday, we finally saw tech start to take a little bit more of a lead here. Still don't quite have that MACD crossover. I really would love to see that MACD cross higher early on Monday or Tuesday for some confirmation of some more momentum. Obviously, everybody that follows me, you guys know that I like to trade when odds are in our favor, and the primary way that we do that is with momentum and trend and trading price. So right now, price is closing at all-time highs. We don't have that MACD cross yet. I really want to see that. And right now, the NASDAQ is in a 2-day uptrend. So if we count here, so we got that close above the 10 MA there on Friday, and then finally on Friday, we finally got that confirmation of an uptrend. So I do like technology moving forward. I also like the S&P moving forward. This is also a very strong setup. We already have that MACD bullish crossover. The small caps have been leading lately, so small caps is something to keep an eye on. Not my favorite index to trade. I like to trade tech, as y'all know. And also Dow looks very similar to the SPY, but if we just keep our focus on the S&P and the NASDAQ, I think we'll be just fine. Some of the things that I want to take a look at here is bonds. No, bonds finally broke down. Doesn't really serve much as a hedge anymore because bonds are starting to move lower. If you need to get that dividend, do what you got to do. But don't really like this setup here on bonds. We broke below this low that we put in on June 5th. So anything below that is extremely bearish, which obviously is a bullish signal to the markets. And then also gold. Gold broke below its 50-day moving average. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Gold broke below its 50-day moving average. You can see it closed below the cloud with MACD curling lower. So don't love that setup on gold too much either. And then also silver. Silver is a little bit stronger, held the 50-day, but also not what I want to see. This is a very bearish candle on silver. So we actually were able to get out of silver up here in this area, almost a perfect exit on our swings. So no harm there. Some of the things that I'm looking forward to are the banks, so financials. Let's take a look at financials. I think financials could be setting up to lead. This is a chart that I pulled up to our members and also posted on Twitter. We are looking like we want to break out of this range here. So these are the highs on the XLF that we put back in 2007. That high was 3102. Anything above 3102 to me is very bullish. This is a very big base here. And as you know, the bigger the base, the bigger the breakout. So looking to 2021, I do expect financials to start to lead, but first they do have to get back above this resistance level. Now back here on the daily time frame, there is a more specific all-time high that I'm looking at, this 3138. So anything above 3138 is going to be extremely bullish. Now, we do have some banks reporting earnings this week. I believe we have Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, and maybe Citigroup. So we're going to have to keep a very close eye on this. But currently, this is very constructive. This is a bull flag pretty much at all-time highs. So if we can get back above that 3138 on the XLF, this looks extremely bullish into 2021. So banks are something that I'm going to be paying very close attention to. Now, some of your leaders, you guys know, Tesla just looks like it wants to make new highs every single day. 1,000, I think, is on deck for Tesla. Can we get an ad here? No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to chase here. Ideally, I would like to wait for this to reset back up. We've had some phenomenal entries on Tesla. We got in here. We got in on price strength confirmation here, back here as well. But Tesla needs to set back up. I'm not going to chase here, but I do like Tesla long term. If you're investing in Tesla, great. Keep holding versus your stop. I think this is a phenomenal stock to own. Something like Bitcoin. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about Bitcoin lately. So Bitcoin had a little bit of resistance at this 40,500 level. I had a fib drawn in here that I recently erased for the purposes of this video. I'm not going to redo that. But as you can see, it's still holding this cloud. It's still holding this 10-day moving average and this 50-day moving average. We have some volume-weighted average prices in here. And right now, it's holding trend. So could it use a rest? Absolutely. It's a tough add here. But if you're in Bitcoin, I think you're still fine. Hold versus your stop. This is a phenomenal cryptocurrency to be in. So Bitcoin and Tesla obviously are outperformers. It's a tough add, but if you're in it, I don't think you have a reason to get out just yet. So just to wrap up once again, S&P 500 looks very, very strong. MACD bullish crossover, 4-day uptrend. We've been long since this candle here on the 6th. NASDAQ, the Qs also looks very strong. Friday started to lead. That's exactly what I wanted to see. And we've been long since we broke above this candle's high, which was 312.14. So anything above 312.14, we had rules to engage that trade. And on Friday, we did have price strength confirmation closing at new highs, and we are in a 2-day uptrend on the NASDAQ. This week, we're going to be looking at more of the tech sector because I do expect that to lead and play some catch up. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.